Hello beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very special. I have never done a video quite like this. I'm going to challenge myself and I'm going to be following Mel Robbins' 7-day reset. This was a podcast episode I listened to actually yesterday. I'm going to have the podcast link below, but definitely make sure to go and listen to that podcast episode. It was going to be based off of that podcast episode. Recently, I have been feeling extremely burnt out, kind of all over the place mentally, feeling unproductive and just not really feeling like I am walking in my ideal version of myself. If that sounds relatable to you, then you have come to the right place. I made myself a matcha, which matcha has been my hyperfixation recently, and I'm trying to perfect a matcha. She looks real good today. It is going to be based off of this specific podcast episode, the 7-day reset for more time, energy, and happiness, backed by science, and that is from the Mel Robbins podcast. I listen to it on Spotify. I think it's on YouTube as well, and probably other podcast platforms. I will link the YouTube video for it because obviously you're already on YouTube. This episode did come with a downloadable little checklist, which I have downloaded. So I would recommend actually going and getting this checklist yourself. I'll link that below as well to her checklist downloadable. We're going down this 7-step list together and we are preparing ourselves for a good little reset. If you feel like you really need that deep reset, which if you are not new to this channel, you know I love a reset. You know I love a reset. So the fact that one of my favorite podcasters posted a video about resets on a Monday too, you know I'm gonna wanna do it. We are going from feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, like everything's kind of out of control, like you run out of time really easily, all of that, to feeling like you have more control of your life, not feeling overwhelmed anymore, and being on top of all of the goals that you have for yourself. Buckle in, we are about to embark on this little reset challenge together. No, this is not super complex, which is a huge reason, again, why I wanted to do this, because it's not super overwhelming and complex. If you are someone that wants to start doing regular resets, but you don't want to have a laundry list of things you need to do, deep clean, all of the things like I tended to give myself, this is a perfect step to take in order to go in the right direction, to consistently push yourself to reset, revamp your life, and just be able to like kind of hit the refresh on yourself if you're feeling a little overwhelmed. One thing that has literally saved me from a lot of headaches over the past some years is literally just taking time to reset, refresh, plan all the things for each week or each month, and I can notice a huge difference when I'm actually staying on top of those things versus in the weeks, months that I don't. I even have clients that do weekly, monthly resets, and they absolutely love it. So again, if you're trying to get your stuff together, if you will, and just feel a little less overwhelmed, then you have come to the right place. I'm always trying to teach you guys and help you guys and honestly just take you guys along with this journey of me becoming my ideal self, us becoming our ideal selves together, because I don't know about you, but there is a lot of information out there and sometimes it can be very overwhelming to try to like have all of the best habits, have the perfect morning routine, but at the end of the day, it's truly what works for you. So let's get started and let's figure out exactly how she recommends, backed by science, to really reset, and hopefully I will not feel as burnt out after we're done with this. I'm really committing my week this week to this reset because I know how important it is for me right now to do that, since I have been feeling very low energy, low creativity, and being a creator and being an online coach, which is my other job. It is not a good place to be in when I feel like I have no creativity to make videos and content, and I also have not like the best mental space to be able to show up the absolute best for my clients. I'm a huge practice what you preach type person. And when I'm not showing up for myself as best as I can, I feel like I can't show up for my clients the best I can. Whatever you do for work, or if you don't work, if you are going to school, whatever that is, it is so important for you to take a step back and really do the inner work for you to be able to be the best in anything you do. Yapping, you know, I can yap for a while, but number one on this checklist is do a brain dump. We are dumping everything from our brains. If that is scary to you, that is the opposite of what it needs to be. This is literally a time for you to open a random notebook, maybe even a piece of paper, whatever works for you. Just grab something, open it up. I promise this is gonna be so much easier than you actually think it would be. You want a blank slate, a blank page, which I know can be a little intimidating. This is your time to grab your paper, notebook, whatever it is, grab your markers, your pens, everything. I don't know, you could be like me and have a ridiculous amount of pens and markers and stuff, or you could literally just have a regular pen and pencil like a typical person, but you want to just literally just start whatever it is. Okay, the first thing that comes to your mind, is there a specific task that you have been putting off that is kind of dwelling in the back of your mind? My boyfriend likes to call them open circuits. It's like, it's just something that's there and you just haven't done yet, and you just feel like it's kind of lingering there. For me yesterday, that was washing my dog Azalea's bed in the car. I haven't done that for a very long time. I needed to give that a good deep clean. So that was very random. Okay, but it's like one of those little things that just need to get dumped out. Because if you are holding all of these micro to-dos, big to-dos, any of that in your mind, then it's just taking up space. We don't need it to take up space. You can get rid of it. You can put it somewhere else to hold its own space to be able to organize later. You need to organize your fridge. You need to clean out your fridge this week. Do you need to do the laundry that you have had like stuck in the back of your closet, or get rid of a bunch of clothes that you don't even like anymore? Do you need to read that book that you've had on your bedside table for literally 3 months and haven't touched? I have plants that need to be repotted. It's about to be spring. You may put plants outside, I don't know, but do you have plants you need to repot? They need some fertilizer. This is just like random ideas that I hope will just ignite some thoughts for you to be able to get out some of those inner thoughts that don't need to be taking up space in your mind, and just get it on paper. The whole goal of this is to get everything that is inhabiting your brain out on paper. And you can do this throughout the whole week. Okay, I'm not just saying like you have to think of out everything right now, write it down. You have to get this done. This is like a big to-do on your to-do list. No. You can take your time and just do this throughout the week and really just continue to kind of build on this list. You can be chaotic. Like I feel like I'm going to just do with this and put random places on the page. Don't worry about the lines. You know what I mean? Like it's not a huge checklist necessarily. You don't have to make it a checklist. If you want to make it a checklist, you can. But with that being said, we're going to go into the next step with this. After you have all those things out, which I'm going to do after talking to you guys, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to write a bunch of stuff. After that, you want to go through and actually figure out what is important or urgent and you actually want to get done or start this week. That's all you have to worry about. What things do you want to at least start and make some progress in this week? If you're not going to do it this week, if it's not important, cross it off. Maybe cross it off with a specific color pen so that you can look at it next week to see if it's important to do next week. Cross it off. If it's literally not important at all and you don't need to do it, period, but it's just something in your mind that you just need to get out on paper, cross it off, okay? And then you want to highlight or, do some fun color, pen, something very specific that you do really want to prioritize this week. And this does not mean you need to finish this week. This means you need to make some sort of progress with that. So I just moved into my new apartment a little over a month ago, and I've been wanting to do this really cute picture kind of, what's the word, collage, if you will. Not really collage, but I've been wanting to get some pictures for my bedroom because it is a very bare wall behind my bed. The decor in my room is just not giving. It's not cozy, and I want it to be cozy, and I want it to be warm and cuddly, So I have been meaning to get pictures for my room, and I haven't. So that's something on my to-do list that I feel like I need to make some sort of progress with. It can literally be just one step of the project, the to-do, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be accomplishing the whole thing. Now, there may be things that you want to accomplish the whole thing, and you can highlight it a different color. Key is just getting everything out, and then from there, you can organize what is actually priority to you, or what is just kind of just something that's been inhabiting your brain and you just want to do it eventually, but it's not urgent, it's not priority, and you definitely don't need to spend all the time to finish that project this week. Number 3 on that checklist is set a priority, period. Okay, laundry list of things. One of my biggest priorities this week is to film this video, do this reset. Another one is really just focusing on editing and uploading a singular how-to form video on my TikTok, a workout form video, get it edited and get it uploaded. And then you plan out when you're actually going to start that. Now I have the video on my computer ready to be edited, but when am I going to sit down and start editing it? Put it on your calendar. Put a reminder on your phone. Maybe even put an alarm. If you want to start it today, just starting with 10, 15 minutes, put an alarm on your phone titled, "Start This." And then when that timer goes off or that notification on your calendar goes off, you want to go and you want to start. And that does not mean you need to finish it right then and there. That just means start. You could set a timer for 10, 15 minutes, whatever the case. And most of the time, trust me, this was literally me last night. I set a timer to clean my kitchen before getting in the shower and getting in bed. And I ended up cleaning my kitchen for an extra 10 minutes after my alarm went off because I didn't want to stop because I was like, I'm already in the groove with this. He is just starting small. The hardest part is starting. Trust me, with literally everything, the hardest part is starting. And if you can just get yourself to start, how much progress could you make? Think about that. If you just started, how much progress could you make? Because that gets the ball rolling, which is the hardest part. And then it's a domino effect from there. You're just making more and more progress. You're never going to have to totally restart. The hardest part is to get it going. So plan a time to get that priority going. Yes, that one, the one you just thought about. Plan a time on your calendar to get it going. I need to do better about this because I be uploading maybe bi-weekly on this channel, and one of my biggest goals is to build a community on my YouTube channel. I've always loved YouTube. Since I was literally 11, I wanted to have a YouTube channel. And where are my videos? Where are the videos, Lindsay? The thing with that is editing. Okay, getting started with editing is a lot. Now, once I sit down and start editing a video, I am sat for hours sometimes. So it is getting started. It is planning, okay, on this date, at this time, I'm getting started editing this YouTube video you're watching. And from there, when I set that as a priority and I set that on my schedule, I am not only deciding, I am prioritizing my channel, my future, my success, my goals, but I am also respecting myself enough to actually plan like you would with somebody else. Like we make plans with other people and are like, okay, we're gonna meet for coffee at this time on this date. Why are we not doing that for the things that we wanna do in our lives? So yeah, it's time to schedule those tasks out. It's time to do it. 2025, we are not doing the, I wish I was, oh, I wanna, I would love to, I wanna be like, no. We are embodying that. We are being that. We are living in that. We are actually making progress with our goals because we started our goals. We're not just saying we want to. Number 4 on the checklist. Okay, we are planning a meal. Yes, literally a singular meal. Now, on this checklist, it literally just says a meal, but you can go above and beyond, or you can literally just plan a meal. You could plan your dinner tonight. Okay, I know what I'm having for dinner tonight. I don't know what I'm having for dinner tomorrow night. You feel me? So you can do that, or you can literally sit down and plan your meals for the whole week. You can do whatever you feel like at the end of the day, but at least plan one meal. At least plan a meal. And it could be even breakfast tomorrow morning, you know? But having that planned, sitting down, make a grocery list for it, have what you need for that meal. Even have it in your calendar if you need. Do you need to go to the grocery store today, tomorrow? Do you need to, get some stuff to make that meal that you may have in mind right now? Or do you need to have some like meal inspo and maybe watch one of my YouTube videos? I just posted before this video a meal prep video. So go check that out. Super simple meals, okay? Taco bowl, okay? Super simple. Do you need to look up some recipes on TikTok? Just plan one meal. That's all, just one. And how much better are you gonna feel knowing that you have at least one meal taken care of? You don't have to worry about it. Exactly. I'm a huge proponent for meal planning and prepping, but that's not everyone's cup of tea. It can be kind of stressful. Even for people that pretty much my whole life revolves around wellness and fitness and health and all of that. I'm literally a lifestyle fitness content creator and a online coach for women. And meal planning and prepping still stresses me out. Okay, so it's not everyone's cup of tea, but one thing that does help is prepping certain ingredients. So say you don't want to prep 3 meals, intricate meals for the whole week. No, you could literally just have ground beef prepped, have sweet potatoes prepped, have some rice prepped. Something as simple as that. But from there, you can literally have a bunch of different meals, a bunch of different combinations of things, and just having something prepped is peace of mind. And I always tell my clients that prepping is literally doing your future self a solid, and it is life-changing. It is worth the time investment and money investment, but also like you will be saving money at the end of the day if you do prep, because fast food is even expensive nowadays. Yeah. So you will be saving money at the end of the day because it adds up to eat out. And having meals prepped is very convenient, especially to, if you have health goals, if you have fitness goals, having your meals prepped is great. Great. Plan one meal, prep one meal. You don't have to do the whole week, but you committing to that, I promise you probably want to do more, or you're wanting to do again, because you'll know how amazing and helpful it is to have had that. Number 5, show up for one workout. Yep, one workout. Plan it, put it on your calendar. When you go into the gym, are you booking a class? Do you go to the class? Or do you go to the gym by yourself and lift? One workout. Now, if you're on my channel, likely you work out more than one time a week. If not, that's totally fine. Welcome. You are probably new here. If you are having my videos on your algorithm, likely you are trying to be on your gym journey, and I love that for you. So this week, committing to one exercise, and you're pushing yourself this exercise. You're really showing up for yourself this time, okay? Now you can do above and beyond again, like the meals, and you can do 5 workouts. You can do 3. I'm committing myself to 5 this week. Tomorrow's gonna be my 3rd. I'm committing myself to 5 days, which is my split. So just sticking to my plan. Have it planned, have it on your schedule, have your gym fit picked out. I don't know. I don't want to encourage you necessarily to go like buy something new, but if you want to commit that way, that's definitely good motivation. Or even finding a reward for yourself after you do hit it. A couple weeks ago, I did buy myself the Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack. Finding rewards for yourself to push yourself to stay on top of your goals. Number 6, plan time for rest. A lot of us don't know how to do that. And this does not mean sitting on your couch on your phone. This means actual rest. Maybe it's time journaling. Maybe it's a nap. Maybe it's cuddling with your dog. Planning time for actual rest, mental and physical rest. Maybe that's doing a hobby you like. I don't know, like Sims 4 is really one of those ways I can kind of disconnect, but also like pull up my creativity on like decorating my house. And I don't know, it's just so fun. Okay, I can easily get swept away in that game for hours, which is not what we're really trying to do on the grand scheme of things. But allowing yourself some of that time to rest and do whatever hobby makes you happy. Go take a ceramics class, go paint, do a dance class. I don't know, whatever floats your boat, whatever is one of those fun things that you've been putting off because you haven't had time or you haven't really felt like doing your specific hobby that you love. But whatever that is, do it, commit to it, plan it out on your schedule. What days are you going to really take that time to rest? I know I need to do this really bad because I have a hard time actually like, okay, we're going to rest this day, this time to this time, but we all need rest. Ideally, we need to rest like a certain amount every single day. Like we need to really prioritize rest more in our society. We very much prioritize like hustle culture. Let's achieve all of our goals. Let's do it. Let's stay up till late night doing everything. But at the same time, like that's great to achieve your goals, yes, but there is a huge influx of burnout, and I wonder why. Because we're told we can't rest. We're told rest is being lazy and unproductive, but actually rest is very productive because in rest we're actually able to be more creative and relax our mind to be able to recharge, to be more productive when we are trying to grind. But if we're always trying to grind, we're grinding at 60% versus grinding at 100% and then resting 100% other times so that we can, again, show up as our best self when we are grinding. If you are not allowing yourself time to rest and recover your mind and your body, you're not going to be able to perform as well, period. Again, I'm a fitness coach. So if you don't rest your muscles, you're not going to be able to push yourself as hard because your muscles are not able to recover and have the full energy and strength to be able to push and therefore grow, okay? Now, same thing happens with our mind. If we are pushing our mind all the time and never resting and recovering, then we're never able to push ourselves to the full extreme. So rest. And number 7, connect with someone. This can be your bestie, it could be your family, it could be your significant other, but planning time to be social a little bit, connect and have this be like a no phone, full quality time type of moment. This isn't just like you're hanging out and not really talking. No, this is time where you're really able to talk to each other, check on each other, and just be there for the people around you and build those connections, because it's very important for us to have genuine connections in our lives. And again, a lot of this culture is like hustle, 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 lonely era, all that's very pushed. We're not meant to just be creatures that are alone all the time. We're really not. And this is coming from someone that is alone most of the time. You're not supposed to be alone all the time. I mean, that's one of the huge reasons why I love vlogging, is because I be yapping up a storm, okay? I'm alone. Well, other than, where is she? My dog. It's very important for me to actually prioritize time to connect with my family and my friends and my boyfriend, because otherwise I could easily just be alone for like a whole week straight, and that would not be very good for me mentally. It's very easily for me to just be alone for a very long period of time. I could literally not speak to someone for days, like in person. I would probably talk to my boyfriend on the phone at that point, but it would be very easy for me to not speak to a human being in person for days. Plan some time to connect with the people we love. And that is all. That includes today's reset. That is everything in this reset. Again, very simplified, very to the point. So if you can do this, you'll be setting yourself up for success going forward in small changes that are very easy to be able to do every week. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I hope you do this, okay? Come back to this video. If you're not doing it right now, come back to this video. Do it with me throughout the week. Again, I'm gonna have the Mel Robbins podcast that discusses all this down below, as well as the checklist that dives into all the steps. So you can download it, you can print it off. This is not my checklist, this is her checklist. I am really excited to get started with this. I'm literally about to get started with this right after this. I'm gonna sit here and just like take a second for myself and brain dump. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really thought that this would be helpful for you guys to also do with me, and I wanted to share this process with you and share this podcast with you. So I hope you really took a lot out of this, and if you did, of course, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I will talk to you in my next video. I'm going to be, getting on top of my uploading, so let me know in the comments videos that you want to see from me, whether it is self-growth, fitness, vlog kind of style videos, whatever it is. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see from me, and I will talk to you so soon. Have an amazing week and be blessed.